Hey guys, I want to talk about POS terminals. POS. They call it something problem or something like problem are solved, something like that, because they always cause problems, right? They're always breaking down or they have connection issues. It's always a problem, right? But I want to talk about these, right? Let's talk about the history of POS terminals and what happened before now and where these are going, the future of POS terminals, right? And again, this is for merchants. So if you're a business owner, this video is cool for you. If you're if you just like payments in general, this is for you. If you're a customer, I don't think customers really care about what POS terminal they've got, right? I don't think customers really care because at the end of the day, you just tap in to pay, right? So I'll talk about that for a minute, right? Because again, we know ourselves, right? This is the box, right? It's been the same box for the last 50 years. Spoiler alert. When I just tap to pay, right? We're still plastic, right? In fact, you can't tell if this is a toy or not. It's crap. Like it's just poorly made, right? But that's the case. It's been like this for years, right? Years. In fact, some of these don't work. So I want to talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, which is the POS terminal we have today. Let's talk about what's called the soft POS, which goes on your phone. And let's talk about the future POS that goes on your fingers. Orukka POS. You can call it a plug. I'm shameless of my plugs, right? But it's the future because people need to know. We're working with some banks already on this, okay? So if you want to buy directly from us, you can, but it's cheaper to go to your bank. So we're working with a lot of banks. If your bank doesn't have it, tell them to contact me. Contact us on this video, and we'll get you guys set up. It's easy, okay? We can get branded colors as well on these. So that you can brand these. You can't brand that. You can't brand the soft POS, but you can brand these. Okay, so what's this, right? I want to talk about that. Before now, I'll give you some quick history, right? Obviously, as a CEO, I've worked in banking for the last 20 years. So I know a little bit about this. I know a little bit about the product. Obviously, it's always good to talk about the history of payments. I think in terms of the history, payments started as it was in the late 1800s, believe it or not. 1800s, was it the Egyptians, I think, who came up with this? And it's just a way of just mechanically counting for things, right? So you don't have to wait, okay? And they said at the end of the day, you can also record the payments, right? So it started in the 1890s and then went all the way to, I think the first electronic payments per se was in the 1950s, and it was by IBM. Right? So IBM, again, obviously being computers, they were into computers at the time. They came up with this idea of actually having a register, right? They called it POS it was for supermarkets, effectively. And guys, you remember this, right? So you'd have like a box, it was a white box, right? You type the amount, almost like a calculator. You type the amount, gives you your addition, and tells you what the change should be. You bring out your cash and then you pay the person, right? So it's still there today, believe it or not. This is the only thing that hasn't moved for the last, I'd say 70 years now, right? 90s. So 1950s, the cash register or cash system or till system, till points, depending on where you are, it's the same problem, right? It's been a box. It's been around since the 1970s. Came out from IBM. And I think then, I'll say I'll say about 2000, actually, believe it or not, in the 2000s, which is, again, 20 years now, believe it or not. 20 years ago, this came up, right? And basically, it's a mobile form of the cash terminal. So what it does, it allows you to tap your card here for payment. Okay, you always tap it on the side, or you insert your cash, okay? The EU, I think, or the US were much behind because they still had to swipe their card for, I think, I was shocked too. It was 5 years ago when I went to the US and they asked me to actually swipe my card and I had to also sign. Couldn't believe it, right? It's crazy that you guys still are behind. Come on, guys, US, you can do better. You're ahead in everything apart from payments. I'm not sure why, but we need to do something about that. But the point I'm trying to make here is the fact that, yes, you just tap to pay. This is as easy as that, right? Just tap to pay. And it was, I think it's called a POS, which is, a payment system. And it's called a point of sale because obviously you have to go to the person to pay, right? That was the idea. The idea was this used to be a cable, right? So cable is a point of sale. You go into the point of sale, you tap to pay. Okay, the merchant shows you the amount, you tap to pay. As easy as that. And it hasn't changed since then, right? So people are joking about this saying, oh, yeah, it's a bit better now. No, because what it does now, so it's gone from a cable, they took out the cable, okay, and now you have a mobile form of this. There are some really cool ones out there. There's some of have a really, really cool flat structure of this box. So it's flat, still a box. And then they have, I think, Dover have theirs as well. Revolut are trying to come up with theirs. And then there's Money Points as well. A few other countries as well have come up with their own version of this box, right? Which is cool, if you ask me. But my opinion, if you're a merchant, I think you need to move away from this, right? Because it's a box. I mean, this is years ago. I mean, the mobile has changed, the phones have changed, everything has changed in life apart from this box, right? It's almost embarrassing, and it's so expensive to put together as well. Oh, wait a minute. And because of how old it is in terms of the connection, okay, in terms of the chip as well, again, this would work with the EMV chip, right? But the chip system and the setup and the convention here is so old. That's why it runs out of charger, right? And if you go in, and I kid you not, right, in terms of the cost of these things, I think it's so expensive because a standard one would work with MasterCard, Visa, and Europay, EMV, okay? Then you have the other one, which is Amex. Amex will not work with this, so you have to buy another one for Amex. So in general, you have at least 2 of these boxes for each terminal, which in my opinion, I feel very sad. You know, I feel very sorry for merchants who have to go through this. Because again, business is already tough enough. It's hard to put together. And now you have to be forced to buy 2 of these boxes and hold it there. Then the customer just wants to pay. So they don't know the difference. But I've seen places where they go in and they have a piece of paper, and I'm going to put it, maybe I'll put it on this show as well, where they say, you know, no Amex accepted here, right? Or no cash accepted because it has to be by POS terminal, you know, which is a pain. And the future, what does the future hold? Well, the future is what we have here. The future, I call the future. Today, what we have now is the fact that you can do it on the mobile. So what's happening now? You have what's called the soft POS. Soft POS is from the phrase software. Soft POS, software. So that means this is now reduced into a software on your phone. You have a soft POS. In my opinion, it's expensive still because you're paying monthly. So now you have your phone, your device, you charge. There's a lot of stuff already going on your phone, okay? And then you need to download it as a software for payment. It's cool because it's mobile, which I think is more interesting. With mobile, you can walk around with it. And you can charge it, okay? You can tap to pay with your phone or mobile, which is very cool, especially if you're on the go. But if anyone has watched my channel long enough, if you're one of the Orukka gang, you would know that I don't feel like I don't like phones, right? And I don't think you should put more stuff on phones. Your phone battery is already dead, okay? Such that we're now working around with banks, power banks, because the battery just can't survive. And now you're going to put your payment on it. In fact, you know, you shouldn't even be doing payments on your phone. So the fact that you're putting your business on your phone and putting the soft POS on this is very risky, especially if you look at how many times phones are stolen these days. A lot, right? These POS terminals are very risky as well. People steal them. That's why they had a cable on them, right? But you know it's useless because when you get it, you can't do much with it. But when you steal a phone, it's for sale straight away, right? So that's my concern with soft POS today. Question is, what's the future? A ring. So what's happening, what we are doing, okay, is to introduce a payment on your ring. So effectively, this has no charge. Unlike this has a charge. Obviously, you need to charge it. If you don't charge it, it goes out of battery. But you need to charge this as well. But this, you don't need to charge. So your payment system actually goes on this. Again, there's a POS terminal and it's got like an NFC card in it. And this also is a POS as well. So it has all your chip and all your company information on here. When you go to our website, it's called, it's orukkabusiness.com. You go into orukkabusiness.com, ORUKKA business.com. You can set up your business online straight away, like less than 5 minutes. You set it up. There's no callbacks, nothing. Set up, order your bracelet or your ring. Get your ring size. Again, you can download our app, Monesave, if you're not sure about your ring size. Download your ring size or get your bracelet. Order a bracelet, that's it, done. So what happens in the back end, I can tell you, what we do is we find out what country you're based in. So if you're based in the UK, we have banks that we work with in the UK. So if your bank is the Barclays, for instance, or NatWest, okay? I don't want to mention what banks we're working with on this show because we have some NDAs. We're testing a lot of these things. If you're working your bank, you can see your bank or drop down. You pick your bank and that's it. That means anytime you tap your ring for payment, it goes to your bank. It doesn't even go to us at all. So we sell the ring, but that's it, right? Your payment goes to you as normal, okay? And it's better than this because on this one, it goes to whoever sold you this and then they need to pay you. They can pay you a day before, they can pay you 3 days later, or they can pay you a day after, or they can pay you even quicker on the same day, but you have to pay extra to be paid earlier, right? This one as well, same thing. The soft POS is just a better form of this because it's mobile, but still the same thing. You don't get paid immediately, right? Because it has to go to the provider of the device and then they pay you. But for us, it's different, right? Because this is a ring where it just connects to your bank. So in this case, you get paid directly to your bank, nothing to do with us. And where we come in is that we provision the ring. We maintain the ring as well. If you wanted reporting, then you pay extra for the reporting. If you wanted accounting, Xerox, all the usual tools, Sage, we send the transaction directly. I know the question is going to come in and go, hey, what if you run out of charge? You don't need a charge on these things. right? What if someone steals it? Okay, if someone steals it, then they're going to be giving you money because they're actually tapping. Every time they tap the ring, you get money. So we have two types of rings. This ring, you tap to pay, right? And this ring, you tap to receive. So if anyone steals your ring, then you will be receiving money to your bank account. Obviously, you can report it missing. When you report it missing, we're going to block it and then issue out a new ring or bracelet. And then you take your bracelet and then carry on as normal. We link it to your bank or the existing bank system we have, and then you're up and running. So it's very interesting. It's very exciting. We're looking to this as the future, right? And we know what's happening in the future, right? So we know that this is just it's dead now. At least if you go into a merchant and they're still using this, beg them to get rid of it, right? Just throw it away, okay? Gone, okay? They're using a soft POS. I think that's better. That's manageable. Still, though, the battery is going to die in a minute. So just throw it away and use this. With this, you can just tap to pay. Okay, so it's very exciting. We're excited about the future. Where's the future going here, right? So again, it's payment. So you can just tap to pay with your bracelet or your ring. The way I see that is the fact that we'll be able to do more things with it. So, we're already working on fitness as well. So you can actually have your health ring to receive money as well, right? So we'll see a very strong play on that. And we also see a strong play between having this as a business ring and also being able to open your office, right? So a lot of people have asked us for that. We're working on that. Again, we only work to what our customers want. So our customers want ring with office access, we're going to give that. So again, if you have a small shop and you want to get in touch with us, get in touch with us. We can talk through how to get you your ring. You can get this into your colors as well. Okay, so this can be in your company colors, your shop colors. And we work with, again, all banks. Okay, so call us, let us know. Again, if your country is sanctioned, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do there. But if you're not sanctioned, then we work. I was talking to a customer the other day from Papua New Guinea. Didn't even know where that was. Like, I know I'm horrible with my geography, right? Literally, I'm not. So I got this call and I came in and I said, hey, that's a nice country in Africa. I thought it was in Africa, guys. Like, that's how crazy it was. I thought Papua New Guinea was in Africa. It's like past Indonesia somewhere. Huge country with 25 million people. It's huge. So as a punishment, I'm going to go there this year. I'm going to Papua New Guinea. I'm coming to Papua New Guinea, guys. If you guys have the ring, order it. We're going to have a session and I'm going to just notify everyone on the app that are from Papua New Guinea that I'm coming. And then we'll discuss, we'll have a few ideas, we'll brainstorm what you want to see. Again, all these are we're not a big corporation, if you can't tell. And a big corporation, we just live for our customers globally, about 25 countries so far. So I'm excited. I'm in the country, by the way, at the moment. I can't tell you where I am because we came here to sign a deal with a bank, actually, with a bank and the government. So we're excited about the collaboration there. And then the idea is to make these things cheaper for our customers. Okay, so if you go through your bank, it's cheaper. If you come directly to us, it's more expensive because we're sending you the product. And then that's it. Again, we have no VC money, so we're not looking into freedom, into giving things for free and then charging you later. We don't do that. So we're excited. Okay, we're excited about getting rid of this box. Okay, it's outdated. It's gone. Get rid of it. Okay, well, I'm excited. 70 years this has been going on. 70. It's old enough. It's technology that is dead and outdated. Get rid of it and join the gang, the Rain Gang, OrukaBusiness.com. Catch you in the next one, guys. Okay, bye.